Hey everyone, welcome to another video of Nameless Things. So as you can see, we are going through my comic book haul that I got over the month of June 2025. So I got a bunch of pretty amazing comics in this month, and I thought we'd go over them in this video and show them off. And I normally do a comic Sunday on my Instagram page, but this time I got a whole bunch of them in bulk, and I thought I'd just show them off together as a haul. And some of these issues I've already reviewed and you can check them out on my channel, but there are some that I have not yet reviewed, so let's take a look at them now. Before we get further into the video, be sure to hit the like button and share this with your friends, and you can subscribe to stay tuned for more such video, guys. So we have two stacks here. On the left side we have the Indian comics that I've got this month, and on the right side we've got the Marvel and DC comics single issues over here. So let's just go through the Indian comics first before we go into the Marvel and DC single issues. So first up we have Vadivasal the Arena, which is a graphic novel based on Jallikattu, a very popular bull taming sport played in Tamil Nadu. So this graphic novel is based upon C.S. Chalapa's original literary work called Vadivasal as well. So this particular book is written by Perumal Murugan and with the artwork done by Appupen. And this book was signed by the artist, and I've done a detailed review and flip through of this book already. It's on my channel and you can check that one out. Next, we've got Krrish, Menace of the Monkey Men from Graphic India Comics, and this is a book I've already reviewed again. This is this is technically like Krrish 2, the story between Krrish 1 and Krrish 3. And now that I heard they're doing Krrish 4 is in the mix, I thought this was the right time to get this book. And it's a fun one-time read. The story could have been better, or the writing could have definitely been better. And I really hope they revive this series and start making comic books on Krrish again. This is a very popular Indian superhero that I think people would be very interested to read, and this can even attract the attention of international readers. Lastly, in Indian comics, we have Detective Sahasa Simha, the case of the reluctant pickpocket. So this came out in 2012, and I had this issue when it first released, and there was also a sequel to this particular issue, and I lost it, but then I was lucky to find this one again. So this is based on Dr. Vishnuvardhan's very popular character called Sahasa Simha, and I will do a detailed review on this book later, so stick around for that. So moving into the Marvel and DC single issues, we have the Amazing Spider-Man issue 267. This is a direct edition, and this is just a pretty fun and cool story where Spider-Man finds the life in city a little too overwhelming. So for some quiet time, he goes away from the city to only find it a bit more wild. He's not able to web swing because there's no tall buildings anywhere. Then ultimately, he decides that the city is better suited for him. Next up, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 386. This is an amazing book. This is the issue where Vulture steals Spider-Man's youth. This is a very popular storyline that was even adapted into the animated series. And I really wish I got the next issue, which is 387, which is where the story is followed up and also concluded, because in this, it ends with him just stealing Spider-Man's youth. But it's a Mark Bagley artwork, direct edition, pretty good condition, and it's a pretty cool story, so I was glad to get this one. Next, we have Marvel True Believers issue 1, What If Spider-Man Had Rescued Gwen Stacy. So this is a reprint of the original. I think that was What If issue number 24 that came out in 1980. This is again based upon a very, very iconic storyline in Spider-Man where Gwen Stacy is killed by Green Goblin when he throws her off the bridge. And this is a what if Peter Parker saved Gwen Stacy, where he dived after her instead of shooting a web like we saw in the No Way Home, where Andrew Garfield learned his lesson the hard way. And in this one, he does save Gwen Stacy. They get married. It's a very interesting what if spin-off, and of course it's ended on a cliffhanger because these are just what if single issue what ifs that could potentially explore into something different, but it had a very interesting issue, and I will do a deep dive into it later. Next up, we've got Doom 2099 issue 1. So I already did a detailed review of this one. So I wanted to get this primarily because, with the news that RDJ is returning as Doctor Doom, I wanted to own some prominent Doctor Doom issue, but not too prominent because obviously they're going to be too expensive and also difficult to find, especially in India. But luckily I came across this one. So this is a pretty cool one of when Victor Von Doom ends up in 2099. He doesn't know how he got there. Latveria is under someone else's control, and he is bested because his technology is outdated. It's all about now he's the underdog and he has to reclaim his lost territory. So it's a pretty interesting read. Next up, we have the New Mutants 98. This is the facsimile edition, which shows the first appearance of Deadpool and also Domino, I guess. So I really had to just get this one. So this is, the original book is not that uncommon to find, but it is expensive. So in the meantime, this facsimile is going to do, and I'm glad with that. It's a fun read. Rob Liefeld introduced one hell of an amazing character, and we all know how awesome Deadpool is today. Next up, we've got Batman issue 118 with the Todd McFarlane homage, with the homaging to the Spider-Man issue 1 from 1990. Amazing cover which shows like the Dark Knight brooding, and the story is pretty fun as well, where Batman enters a, I think this was a themed party where everyone was dressed as the villains of Gotham. It was a fun read. And ending with a bang, we have Venom Lethal Protector issue 1 from 1993 with the artwork done by Mark Bagley, the first solo series of Venom. I have with me issue 3, 4 and 6. I only need issue 2 and 5, which I have coming my way in July, so stick around for the overall review of the first miniseries of Venom the Lethal Protector. So that was the video, guys. Be sure to let me know in the comments which of these comics you liked a lot and which comics you have in your collection, and I will catch you guys in the next video.